Welcome, Andró. As CEO and Wealth Manager at Woodland Wealth, we're interested in learning more about your background and expertise. So to start off with, can you tell us a bit about your background and how you became, one, a wealth manager, and two, CEO at Woodland Wealth?
Yeah, thanks, Colleen. Look, I mean, after finishing school, I started studying at the University of Stellenbosch. I went into general, sort of a BCom degree. It was very different those days than it is today. And I landed up in financial services. I've been working in financial services ever since I left varsity. First as an accountant. Well, my first job, actually, I sold unit trust, and I think that's where my passion for investment started. But then for financial reasons, I had to find a more stable work. So I worked as a accountant at the Shoprite Holdings Group for almost 5 years, and then went back into more investment related type works. I worked for Net Group Investment Bank on a contract basis, and then finally got a permanent position at Investec Asset Management. And then after being there for a couple of years, my brother and his partner approached me to ask me if I wouldn't set up the financial planning part of their business. They had a short-term insurance business, and the clients were asking them a lot of questions with regards to financial planning. So they asked if I would do that, and that's sort of how it started. So we started the business. The company was started in 2003. So we're actually celebrating 20 years today. So I was the founder. But yeah, we've moved on quite a bit from there.
Fantastic. And what are your areas of expertise, and how do they contribute to your role at the business?
Look, I think one of my strong points is strategic thinking. I'm very much somebody that looks at things in an analytical way. And you know, we've built a business on those principles, that we look at clients' problems or challenges, and we try to solve problems. You know, so our business have evolved into very much not a product orientated environment, but a sort of a problem solving environment. And my knack for critical thinking and my passion for rational thinking, you know, I've spent a lot of time over the last 15 years or so trying to better myself in terms of how we think, because I found that behavioral finance is a big issue, and it's causing a lot of problems in terms of people's outcomes. So I would say that's probably my strong suit, is to sit down with a client, look at everything holistically, and being able to sort of identify where the key problem areas are, and then to actually find solutions that's workable over the long term.
So when you're working with a client, what is that ultimate goal that you want to achieve for them? In other words, what is that satisfaction that you seek when you receive client feedback?
Look, I know it's a philosophical question. Ultimately, we want people to be happy, but to be happy, your life has to work out as you thought it would, you know. So, and a lot of people that we meet, when we look at their plans, it's clear to us that they're going to hit a wall of some sorts in somewhere in the future. So, for me, the satisfactory outcome, and you know, it's in a way, it's an outcome that you have to wait for, because it takes a very long time, and you know, we walk with our clients for 20 or 30 years. But to see that clients' expectations are met in terms of, you know, things working out as they wanted it to, them having or being able to live the life that they thought they would be able to live, you know, and retire with dignity, or somebody dies in a family that people are not left destitute, to see those outcomes actually play out and them being fine and them being okay, that's very rewarding. Especially if you found them in a state where you knew that if they continued on that path, that it would not end well for them. So helping people is very rewarding.
Yeah. Andró, so just out of curiosity, do you work with a certain group of clients? Is there a specific target audience that you service?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot. It's actually a bit unfortunate because the people that require our services the most probably don't have access to us. We operate in a sort of high net worth space, family office type business. So, typically our clients already have money, and they're trying to solve tax problems or succession problems or other things. But yeah, the way that our business is structured, because we don't sell products, and we largely earn fees for investments under management, we can't really engage with very young clients in a profitable way. So typically our clients are sort of midlife and older, successful people, entrepreneurs, retired people. But that's typically our client base. But we don't specialize in any specific field. Typically also because our clients come to us, we don't go to them. So we don't have a targeted approach where we say we want to only work with doctors or something like that.
Yeah.
Because our whole business is working on referral basis basically. So we try and help people when they come to us. And if we can't, we can't. So we'll be open and honest about it.
Fantastic. So finally, I'd just like to know more about you beyond the business. Who are you when you're not working?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a workaholic, so but I do have a life outside of business. I quite like adventure sports, and so I kite surf. When I get a chance, I snowboard. I've recently took my first surfing lessons. I'm not sure at age 50 if that's a good idea. And then I volunteer for Operation Smile. It's something I started probably 12 or 13 years ago. So we go out to countries in Africa predominantly and do surgery on cleft lip and palate patients. Obviously, I don't do the surgery, but I'm there in administrative capacity, administrative capacity. So, and then travel. I love to travel. Every chance I get, I will travel. I think it broadens your horizons a bit.
Fantastic. Thanks so much.
It takes quite a bit of my time.
It's good to know more about the softer side as well. So for those who are interested in connecting with Andrew, you can either follow him on LinkedIn or find more information on the Woodland Wealth website. Thanks so much for your time, Andrew.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, Colleen.